Tonight on Paranormal Hunters, we're off to the Woodman Point Quarantine Station. The station was established in the 1880s to isolate immigrants from the community whilst being treated for awful diseases such as smallpox, bubonic plague, Spanish influenza, and even in some cases leprosy. We've been invited down by the president of the Friends of Woodman Point, Jenny Carter, a group that preserve the history of the quarantine station and help people understand the unique place in our history that it holds. Our investigation tonight will include the isolation hospital, the old shower block, and something that we're all really excited to see, the oldest surviving crematorium in Australia.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing, can't wait.
The sun's finally gone down at the isolation hospital. We're just about to begin our investigation. We feel quite privileged to be given access here tonight. It's such an amazing location with such rich history we hope to share with you. Let me take you through inside and we'll show you where the cameras are set up and show you where we hope to catch possible paranormal evidence tonight. Just follow me inside. So this is the entrance here inside. All the lights are turned off so we can see what we're looking at in night vision. So tonight we've got two cameras set up, one down this corridor and the other one down here. We've got this area fairly covered. If there's any movement down these hallways tonight, we're definitely going to capture it on these cameras. If you follow me down here, I'll show you where the next camera is set up. This was the wards, north, west and east ward. We've got a camera set up here facing down into these two wards down here. So we've decided to bring this camera a bit further back so we can capture two rooms on the one camera. If you come through here, this is where our next camera is set up. Now this ward was one of the last places where patients stayed. This was the critical part of their time at the isolation hospital. If you were inside this ward, it was getting pretty critical. We've got a camera set up in this corner and it's facing this bed and everything in this room. So if we get any movement in here, any activity, we've got it right here on this camera. This place has got so many stories to tell, with so many souls passing through this hospital. We'd be surprised maybe not to find some residual energy hanging around. Tonight we're going to give anyone who's here the opportunity to speak to us. There might be something that someone didn't get to say before they passed. We've got to think there's so many sad stories in these rooms. With people coming through, they may have been confused, their first time here in Australia, they've contracted some awful disease and they were stuck here in the isolation hospital. So Darren and I are going to start our investigation at the crematorium on these grounds. I've got a full spectrum camera and also a K2 meter. Also I'm going to take my digital recorder and hopefully we might be able to catch up some EVPs as we walk around. Follow me through this gate and we'll go check it out. Check this out, mate, in the bush, hidden away. Okay, is there anyone here that would like to come forward and communicate with us? We're coming here with great respect to this location. Is that me or you? Do you hear that then?
Yeah. Check around the back. Is it around the back?
Yeah, come on, let's go. It's a horrible thing to contemplate, Darren, but I'm not sure. I mean, this is probably part of the oven, where maybe they got the timber out or put the timber in or something, but it doesn't seem to be connected. When you look down here, it seems to be its own oven. I'd hate to think this was for younger people that succumb to their illness. I don't think anyone knows for sure, do they?
No, they don't.
Horrible, sobering thought if that is a smaller oven that was required.
It's not something you want to think about, is it?
It's like you hear sounds all around you, but there's bush all around you, so it could be. Did you hear that?
Was that you?
No.
I thought that was you that
No,
shuffled.
no, it wasn't.
That was right behind me.
Yeah, it was in the oven.
Was that you that made that noise? Can you do it again for me? Were you a nurse here? What was that noise? Did you hear that? Coming from my headphones. It sounded like almost like leaves rustling, but there's no wind out there.
It's dead still. Absolutely dead still.
I'll ask again. I'm getting chills.
Huh?
I'm getting chills. I am.
Serious?
Yeah. Were you a nurse here?
No, I'm actually too now. Bit of like a cold bit of breeze.
It's really cold. Just for
You were so right. Darren, you're right. My arm, mate, is the same. Check this out. Goosebumps.
Yeah. Same. So you were a nurse?
That's not movement.
It's gone free. I mean, it must be just normal cold.
We didn't bring the thermometer with us.
Oh, no.
Bugger.
It's
It's
gone
freezing. It's cold. That is insane.
It's.
Right behind you. Right behind you.
I don't know why. Like, oh, shit, what a bloody thermometer.
It's right behind you, Darren. Did you hear that? Right in through here.
It's the same place. Oh,
What?
warmth.
Are you feeling warm? I'm feeling cold.
I kid you not. That was
Look.
like a really,
Look
really.
at me.
Look.
Look, I've got goosebumps.
So what? I can't try to get it. Look. I can't see. It's not. Oh.
Can't you see
Honestly, I got a waft of hot air.
Right when that noise happened.
Oh my god, that is crazy. I was freezing cold, and I got almost like someone came up to my face and just went like with the warmth of
Yeah.
hot, warm air. I'm not
Do you want us
mucking
to
about.
stay here?
Was that you I felt?
Just make the K2 metre spike. More movement inside.
Oh my god, that made me feel weird.
Are you alright?
It's almost like something went through me or something. I
Are
don't
you
know.
alright?
It felt weird. It really did. I've never felt like that in my life. It just this really, really warm air. Like I don't know, like you put your heater on in your car.
Just hit you all of a sudden.
Just whoosh, straight at me.
That's crazy. Right when we
Like,
heard that. Right when we heard that noise over here too.
Well, I'm here with Michelle. We're about to head into the shower block. Basically, this is where men and women would come straight off the boats. Their items would be put into storage where it's going to be steamed and cleaned, and they would have to basically strip off and get in here and try and get themselves clean. So we're about to go into the shower block, Michelle and I, and I'm going to set up the full spectrum in there, as well as we've both got our own cameras to see what we can catch. This place is in disrepair, so we've got to be very careful. So we'll see what we come up with. I'll just watch this flooring through here. Okay, this is a good place. Just think of the fear that the people would have had coming through here, coming off the boat and just being forced in these shower blocks. Is there anyone here? Speak up.
So Andy and I are inside the quarantine station. We're going to walk around these rooms with our spirit box and see if we can pick up any voices as we walk around.
Let's do it.
Is there anyone inside here that would like to communicate with us? Please step forward. Can you tell us your name?
What?
Something just made freaking noise.
What's that noise?
I don't know, but someone just it was really close.
Was that you we just heard?
That was right behind me.
We have a device here that you should be able to speak through. Please don't be shy. Step forward and communicate with us.
Oh, they're around you tonight, aren't they?
What?
They're around you.
Oh, yeah.
They're around you.
Oh, yeah.
It's me, Andrew. I'm back. I've got my mate Ivan with me. If you'd like to tell us a story, please just talk into the spirit box. Are you male or female?
Was that talking?
No.
I thought I heard talking. Hi, we're back again. I thought I heard talking. I thought I heard talking.
Did you hear that knock?
No.
Did you hear that knock?
No. I didn't hear heaps of knocks down here.
Yeah? I just think I heard a knock just down here just then as we were walking past. Hello?
Is that you that knocked before? Let's come and talk to our spirit box.
Tell us a story.
My name's Michelle and I'm here with Darren. We mean no harm or disrespect. Did you work here? So you,
No, it's not me.
did you work here? So you,
No, it's not me.
huh?
It's not me.
Really?
100%.
Huh?
Was that you tapping?
If you can't speak, just tap on the wall for us, please. Just to acknowledge you know that we're here. I always keep hearing movement in this room. Always. Every time I come down here. We mean no harm. We come in here with great respect to your building. We just like to give you an opportunity to communicate with us. Tell us part of your story. Or maybe you may have a message for somebody. Okay. Keep hearing noises in here.
It almost sounded like someone sat down in that chair.
Yeah, did.
By all means, take a seat.
Alright, come on. Step forward and come and speak to me and Darren. You can't keep hiding. We know you're in here. Which room are you in? If you're down that hallway, please walk down to me right now and make the REM pod spike. Walk down here and let me feel your energy. Oh, there's a recorder going.
You're more than welcome to speak into that recorder when we're gone.
Shit, I never felt that, mate. Yeah, did I look weird? Oh, God. Shit, I never felt that, mate. Yeah, did I look weird? Oh, God. Shit, I never felt that, mate. Yeah, did I look weird? Oh, God. Is it your presence that we can feel? Are you a positive spirit? Are you a positive spirit? Are you a positive spirit? So we've just wrapped up our investigation at the quarantine station, and what a crazy night it was. Many personal experiences felt throughout the night. I know there's one thing that our group will take away from this investigation was not only the many stories of the pain and suffering that these early travellers must have gone through at the quarantine station, but just the love and compassion that was shown by the many nurses and doctors who worked at the quarantine station.
Yeah, I mean, Jenny was sharing a lot of her stories, and it's just the people just amazing, absolutely amazing, to put their own lives at risk just to help and try and look after these people. It's just crazy stuff.
It was definitely a night that will stay with us, I think, for a long time.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the hardest ones we've had to do, isn't it?
So that's it from us. Stay tuned for our next investigation in another historical place in WA.